NMH at 1 highlights the latest news ranging from current affairs to community stories, sports and economic news. Here are the headlines. Over 500 SA mine workers still underground since Sunday. NAMRA addresses Regional Customs Transit Guarantee Consultative Workshop. Rhythmic Gymnastics Club seeks sponsorship to partake in the Belgian Happy Cup. I am Ashwin Berry. Follow all our programs on oneup2.com or DSTV 285 or GoTV 25 in Namibia. Midday News Update up next. More than 500 workers at a mine in South Africa have been underground since Sunday in what appears to be a dispute between two unions. The National Union of Mine Workers said staff at One Gold Modder East mine near Johannesburg were being held underground against their will. NUM's statement said NUM calls for the law enforcement agencies in South Africa to intervene and go underground and arrest the hooligans who are holding our members against their will. However, a rival organization, the Association of Mine Workers and Construction Union, said most of the employees were holding a protest to force the mine to recognize the AMCU. Representatives from the mine itself have sought a court order to end what they have described as an illegal sit-in underground. Visual News highlights local stories from across Namibia right after the break.
Hello and welcome to today's Sports Rep Show.
I am your host, Jesse Jackson Kauraika. In replay, Namibia, who had won the toss for the first time on this tour.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, starting off with tennis news, both on the WTA for women's and
Namibia Revenue Agency Commissioner Sam Shivute explains one of the functions carried out during the opening of the Regional Customs Transit Guarantee Consultative Workshop. The workshop is being held to equip various stakeholders in the tax environment.
Requirement for us to facilitate legitimate trade, and we like to emphasize the word legitimate trade because we are not here to facilitate illegal trade. We're not here to facilitate trade where there are counterfeits of medication, illicit drugs and so on. We really focus on legitimate trade. So facilitation of legitimate trade, that is where this program then fits in within the mandate of NAMRA. Now, having now this strategic objective of facilitating trade then, we then made a commitment that because we want to become world-class revenue agency, one of the commitments that we had to make, we then had to ensure that we adopt international best practices that can aid the Namibia Revenue Agency to then facilitate legitimate trade. That's why
The high-performance athletes of the Rhythmic Gymnastic Club have been invited to participate in the Belgian Happy Cup, scheduled to take place from 3 to 5 November. Currently, they are actively seeking sponsors and hosting events in an effort to raise the necessary funds to participate.
Hi, my name is Jaypur Tobias. I'm from Elite Rhythmic Gymnastics Club and I'm HB3.
Okay, I hear you recently went to Bulgaria and brought home a lot of medals. How many medals did you get?
I brought home 4 gold medals and 1 silver.
Okay, how did that feel?
Good in a way.
Okay, and I hear you're also going to the Happy Cup in Belgium in November.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
I am very excited to go.
Okay, and how did you prepare to make sure you are ready for that competition?
It was a short notice before Bulgaria.
Hi, I'm Kayla Deshay from Elite Rhythmic Gymnastics
Club. I am junior Olympic level and we are preparing to go to Belgium.
Okay, how do you feel about Belgium?
I'm really excited. It's a really big opportunity for me and I feel like I can go far with all these trips that we're going on.
Okay, will it be your first competition outside of the country?
No, we went to 3 competitions in Bulgaria earlier this year and we all did quite well, so I think I am prepared for this competition and we have been training quite a lot every day, so yeah.
Okay, what would you say your fellow peers who are watching from Namibia should expect from you?
I'm not sure, I just want to do my best and try to beat my goals and go through, push to my limits.
Okay, thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Danelle Pesh. I'm from Elite Rhythmic Gymnastics Club and I'm junior Olympic level.
Okay, I hear you are going to Belgium. How do you feel about that?
I'm very excited and I feel like many opportunities open.
Okay, and how did you prepare for Belgium?
We practiced a lot during the year and the Bulgaria trip also prepared us for big competitions.
Hi, I'm Meki Shiweda. I'm from Elite Rhythmic Gymnastic Club. I'm 11 years old and I'm HP4.
Okay, I hear you're going to Belgium for the Happy Cup. How do you feel about that?
I am very excited and happy for this opportunity.
And will it be your first competition outside of the country?
Yes, it will be my first competition out of the country because I didn't go to Belgium with the others in the beginning of the year.
Oh, right. What preparations do you have in place to make sure you are fully ready for Belgium?
We have been training a lot.
Hi, I just want to say, to make our dreams come true, we're really looking for sponsors. These trips cost a lot of money, and since we went to Bulgaria, our parents don't have that much. We've been working really hard for this trip, and we feel that we do deserve it. And whichever company does sponsor us, even a little, it really makes a difference, and we feel like we'll be taking them with us on our journey. Please help us, we need sponsors.
Stay with us as we head into the newspaper review after the break.
Welcome to What's Cooking, where culinary passion meets expert insights.
Somebody must really want to cook and want to cook good food.
Immerse yourself in the bustling world of professional kitchens as top chefs create mouth-watering dishes. Join us for in-depth interviews as our host explores the experiences and expertise of our guest chefs. Don't miss out. Tune in to What's Cooking on NTV every Friday at 2100 hours and let the culinary adventure begin.
We start our newspaper review with Namibian Sun. Urban and Rural Development Minister Erastus Uthoni has defended $3,000 Namibian given to Gibeon Village Council recently, saying it was to keep the account open and was not for operational costs. A few months ago, the ministry availed $3,000 Namibian for supposed developmental purposes, according to Village Council Chairperson Sharon Besaidenhood. However, Uthoni has defended the move, saying it was solely for the continued activation of the council's bank account. Following revelations in August that Gibeon only received 3,000, Namibian Sun yesterday sought an update from Uthoni on whether this has been rectified. The Namibian Professional Hunting Association and Trophy Hunting Problem-Causing Lions that trophy hunting of problem-causing lions offers a practical solution for managing complex challenges. Problem lions, especially among desert-adapted lions, have been in the news lately, with Desert Lions Human Relations Aid expressing concern about an 8-year-old male which was recently declared a problem animal and trophy hunted in the Palmfontein area of the Kunene region. The lion killed 14 goats and 1 Brahman bull earlier this year. Uwis will soon show off his own life-sized elephant, and no, this Ollie will not be able to take his own course to be able to frolic in the Ogab River with the rest of the desert elephants. Ollie will have his last stand in this town on private land, where to be able to be viewed by the public at a safe distance. The sculptor Conrad Lowe told Republican tongue-in-cheek, the people's oranges, hazelnuts and other fruit trees will be safe with Ollie in Uwis. Worldwide, around 150 to 200 people out of 1 million are affected by the disease annually, and currently there are 15 residents in Namibia who have been diagnosed with myasthenia gravis. This rare chronic autoimmune neuromuscular disease causes a weakening of the skeletal muscles, which include, among other things, the muscles involved in eye and eyelid movements, facial expressions, chewing, speaking, and swallowing. Now, Korashia Okezen has now set up the Myasthenia Gravis Foundation Namibia in an effort to create much-needed awareness and offer support and a safe haven to those who, like her, are affected by the disease. According to Allgemeine Zeitung, page 1, the German government, through the KfW Development Bank, has handed over grants and equipment worth over 37 million Namibian dollars to mitigate and manage human-wildlife conflict. This is to support livelihood development in selected areas of the Zambezi region. And on page 3, the paper reports that the Law Society of Namibia is inundated with disciplinary cases against its own members. The traditional process of dealing with legal representatives who violate the rules and regulations is cumbersome and extremely time-consuming. Now they are to be dealt with directly. Stay with us as we head into Namibian newspaper after the break.
Welcome to My.NA Cars, your ultimate destination for everything automotive.
I am your host, Diana Master. Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Discover the latest models, innovative technologies, and expert insights from our passionate hosts. Learn essential maintenance tips and get exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the automotive industry. Don't miss My.NA Cars on NTV every Thursday at 2100 hours. Tune in and ignite your passion for automobiles.
The Namibian newspaper reports that the executive director of the Institute for Public Policy Research, Graham Hopwood, has said that unless Namibia takes measures to safeguard the upstream petroleum sector from corrupt influences, the country risks following the footsteps of Angola and Nigeria. He said this in response to a statement presidential spokesperson Alfredo Hengari released on Sunday, rejecting concerns over President Hage Gengob's reputation due to his association with convicted fraudster A.J. Ayuk. Now, defense lawyers representing 14 people arrested in Windhoek on human trafficking, fraud, and other charges 3 weeks ago are protesting that the accused are being detained illegally because they did not appear in court within 48 hours after being arrested. Former national airline employees are still vying for their hard-earned pensions some 3 years after the country officially bid farewell to the national flag carrier following government's decision to proceed with the airline's voluntary liquidation. About 2 weeks ago, more than 600 frustrated ex-employees of Air Namibia demonstrated at the Namibia Financial Institutions Supervisory Authority over their delayed pension payouts. The Ministry of Environment, Forestry and Tourism and stakeholders recently handed over 37 million Namibian dollars in project funding, equipment, as well as grants to various conservancies in the Zambezi region. The ceremony saw the launch of an extraordinary initiative, the Community Livelihood Development and Human-Wildlife Conflict Mitigation Project, vernacularly christened the Lifolo Ki Bupilo project, meaning wildlife is life. Of the 37 million Namibian dollars, 20 million is set for poverty-oriented support for community conservation, while 17 million is directed towards community livelihood development and wildlife conflict management. Gross domestic product per capita in current prices, which is measured in individual wealth, is projected to increase from 82,288,000 in 2022 to just over 88 million in 2023, according to PSG's economic outlook. In 2004, GDP per capita is estimated at 93,112 Namibian dollars. The pork sector recorded a 3.32% decline between August and September. More in economic news shortly.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
The pork sector recorded a 3.32% decline in the number of pigs slaughtered at local abattoirs from the August level of 3,686 to 3,567 in September. According to the Meat Board of Namibia's monthly market watch, this is 3.46% lower than last year, when 3,696 pigs were slaughtered during September. Despite the current shortage of pork in the country due to the import ban on South African fresh meat, local production remains low, causing retailers and processors to source from overseas markets. It said the pork ceiling price has been fixed to 51.03 Namibian dollars per kilogram as a mitigation strategy to counter the negative effects of the dwindling Red Meat Abattoir Association pork price, the current benchmark price for Namibia's pork ceiling price calculation. The South African price currently stands at 35.85 Namibian dollars per kg, increasing by 11.09% from the August level. On average, prices are also 26.61% higher than a year ago. Stay with us as we head into the economic indicators. Namibian dollar trades at 19.09 next to the US dollar, with 23.30 Namibian dollars getting you 1 British pound. Most selected NSX stock closing prices maintained their value, with Capricorn Investment Group on 16.50 points. Trustco Group Holdings made one of a very significant uptick, 110% in the green. Copper is up 0.27%, whilst gold, platinum, Brent crude oil all made some dips. Now, Nigeria's two main opposition leaders yet again approach the Supreme Court. Stay with us as we head into news from Africa.
Neo Paints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neo Paints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neo Paints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
In news from Africa, Nigeria's two main opposition leaders on Monday asked the Supreme Court to quash last month's tribunal ruling upholding President Bola Tinubu's February election victory in a last bid to reverse results of a vote widely accepted by the international community. No legal challenge to the outcome of a presidential election has succeeded in Nigeria, which returned to democracy in 1999 after 3 decades of almost uninterrupted military rule and has a history of electoral irregularities. Now, elections in the past had been characterized by ballot box snatching, accusations of allowing unregistered voters to cast ballots, and completely made-up results. Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party and Peter Obi of the Labour Party, who came second and third respectively in the vote, took their election fight to the highest court, which reserved ruling to a date yet to be announced. On September 6th, the Presidential Tribunal rejected petitions by Atiku and Obi to cancel the election result over alleged irregularities. Cuban Naidu, one of the deputy governors of South Africa's central bank, has asked to resign from his position, President Cyril Ramaphosa's spokesperson said on Monday. Spokesperson Vincent Magwenya said whether the president would accept Naidu's resignation or any date of his departure was still under consideration. Naidu is one of 5 members of the SARB's Monetary Policy Committee that decides on interest rates, and an analyst said his departure, if accepted, may change the voting dynamics of the committee. Azar Jamin, chief economist of Economy econometrics and independent economic consultancy based in Johannesburg, stated that Naidoo's departure may favor the concept of further increase in interest rates. MPC members have voted 3-2 in favor of a holding rate at 8.25% in the last two meetings, with the two members calling for more restrictive measures. Stay with us as we head into international news shortly.
Neo Paints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neo Paints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neo Paints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
Several people are missing after two freighters collided near the German North Sea island of Heligoland, the Central Command for Maritime Emergencies said on Tuesday. The Policy and Verity vessels collided at about 12 nautical 22 kilometers southwest of Heligoland, likely causing the Verity to sink, Central Command said in a statement. One person was rescued from the water and is receiving medical treatment, while several others are still missing, it added. The rescue operation includes a rescue cruiser, police boats, a sensor aircraft and a helicopter, among other vessels. The Policy, which was carrying 22 passengers, is still waterborne, according to the authorities. The Verity was on its way from Bremen to the English town of Imingama. Now, the Policy was sailing from Hamburg to La Coruna in Spain. After the break, we talk archery as we head into local sport.
Hello and welcome to today's Sports Rep Show.
I am your host, Jesse Jackson Kauraifa. In replay, Namibia, who had won the toss for the first time on this tour.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, starting off with tennis news, both on the WTA for women's and
Now, the 2023 Namibia Indoor Target Archery Nationals, hosted by the Swakopmund Archery Club, took place over the weekend at the SFC Sports Grounds in the coastal town. The competition saw 9 archers from Swakopmund Archery Club take part, with Jacqueline Kutsia claiming gold in compound women with 142 points, ahead of silver medalist Linda Marie Polski with 123. Meanwhile, in the Para Open compound under 21 men's category, Jan Lotz du Toit scored 528, while his female counterpart Kathleen Fenter scored 520. Okakarara Young Warriors delivered a proper shock in the Dem Marine Namibia Premier League on Saturday as the bottom of the log team scored a home win by 1-0 against previously unbeaten log leaders Commerce Nampo. Supporters at the Omulunga Stadium in Grootfontein saw the local heroes end the winning streak for the police club from the central region with a winning goal by Edwin Achakweb. Now, at the other end, Okakarara's goalkeeper Nyambe also delivered a great performance to deny the visitors any reply. The result leaves the Eshoke Chula Chula from Oshakati as the only unbeaten team so far this season. If there were still any doubters, Mark Sternagal once again proved his class by winning the King of the Dirt race at Saturday's 9th race in the Namibian motocross at Galena. Dale Davis, the favorite, stiff position during the early rounds before Sternagal took his chance for the win. In the highlight race to end the day's proceedings, the King of the Dirt top 10 results were in first Mark Sternagal with 25 points, Tudor Davis in second place with 22, while CG Pack occupies the third position with 20 points. Stay with us as we talk English Premier League when we head into international sport.
Welcome to What's Cooking, where culinary passion meets expert insights.
Somebody must really want to cook and want to cook good food.
Immerse yourself in the bustling world of professional kitchens as top chefs create mouthwatering dishes. Join us for in-depth interviews as our host explores the experiences and expertise of our guest chefs. Don't miss out. Tune in to What's Cooking on NTV every Friday at 2100 hours and let the culinary adventure begin.
Tottenham Hotspur's best start to a top-flight season for more than 60 years got even better as a 2-0 home win over Fulham sent them 2 points clear at the Premier League summit on Monday. Captain Son Heung-min's 7th league goal of the campaign and James Maddison's first home strike for the club secured a 7th win in 9 league games. Borussia Dortmund travelled to their crucial Champions League clash at Newcastle on Wednesday, still adjusting to life after Jude Bellingham. Bellingham, who joined Dortmund aged 17 in 2020 from boyhood club Birmingham City, moved to Real Madrid this summer for a fee in excess of 100 million euros. The England midfielder's form in the Spanish capital, where he has scored 10 goals in 11 matches, including several late winners, has shown the world just what Dortmund lost in the summer. For their part, Dortmund had a puzzling start to the season. The 8-time German champions are unbeaten in the league, but have failed to impress, often grinding out wins against less fancied opponents. Afghanistan put on a superb batting and bowling display to hand Pakistan a stunning 8-wicket defeat in the Cricket World Cup on Monday. Chasing a 283-run target, Afghanistan were lifted by Ibrahim Zadran, Ramat Shah, not out, and Ramanullah Gubaz as they scored 286 for 2 in 49 overs. Pakistan had made 282 for 7 in their 50 overs, with 74 from skipper Babar Azam and 58 from opener Abdullah Shafiq, but the total did not prove tough enough for a clinical Afghanistan. If you're just joining us, this is NMH at 1, and we'll get into the highlights from this broadcast shortly.
E-Ticket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
Let's get into the highlights from this afternoon's broadcast. Nigeria's 2 main opposition leaders on Monday asked the Supreme Court to quash last month's tribunal ruling upholding President Bola Tinubu's February election victory. Several people are missing after 2 freighters collided near the German North Sea island of Heligoland, the Central Command for Maritime Emergencies said earlier today. And Jacqueline Kutsia claimed gold in the compound women category of the 2023 Namibia Indoor Target Archery Nationals hosted by the Swakopmund Archery Club. Those have been your highlights. Remember to tune in every weekday at 1 p.m. to spend your lunch hour with NMH at 1, catching up with the latest news in Namibia, Africa, and the world.